Crime history, as a concept, refers to the chronological study and analysis of criminal activities, their causes, and their impacts on society over time. It involves understanding how crime has evolved, the societal and environmental factors contributing to its changes, and the responses by legal systems and communities. This exploration provides significant insight into patterns and trends, allowing historians, sociologists, and criminologists to comprehend the complexities of human behavior and societal evolution. The importance of studying crime history is multifaceted. It not only aids in identifying recurring themes and developments in criminal behavior, but also helps in anticipating future trends. By examining historical data, policymakers and law enforcement can develop more effective strategies for crime prevention and rehabilitation. For example, the rise of organized crime during the Prohibition era in the United States highlights how legal restrictions can inadvertently fuel criminal enterprises, offering valuable lessons for current policies on drug regulation. One key example of crime history's impact is the advent of modern forensic science, which evolved significantly from earlier rudimentary methods. Historical cases, such as the Jack the Ripper investigations in 1888, reveal how forensic techniques, though primitive at the time, laid the groundwork for today's advanced methodologies. Similarly, understanding the systemic racism embedded in past criminal justice practices, such as those seen during the Jim Crow era in the United States, can shed light on the ongoing challenges of racial inequality in the system. There are several opinions around the study of crime history. Some scholars argue that it provides an essential context for understanding the socioeconomic and political influences on crime, emphasizing the need for a holistic approach to criminal justice. However, others caution that over-reliance on historical data may overlook the dynamic nature of contemporary crime and its evolving digital dimensions. Challenges in studying crime history include the potential for biased historical records and the difficulty in separating myth from fact in legendary crimes. Moreover, differing historical narratives can lead to controversies, as seen in the varying interpretations of colonial-era criminalization of indigenous practices across the globe. Alternative viewpoints may stress the need for more intersectional approaches, considering race, class, and gender influences. Crime history influences other aspects of criminology, such as crime prevention, law reform, and sociological research. By connecting past and present, it offers a comprehensive view that underscores the complexities of societal change and human behavior, ultimately enriching our understanding of crime and justice in the modern world. Ancient and medieval crime practices refer to the various methods and systems that societies used to define, manage, and punish crime during the ancient and medieval periods. These practices were fundamentally shaped by the social, political, and economic structures of the time, along with the prevalent cultural and religious beliefs. In these eras, crime was often closely linked to moral and religious transgressions, and justice systems were significantly influenced by local customs and traditions. Understanding these historical crime practices is crucial because they lay the foundational stones for today's legal and judicial systems. They provide insights into how early societies maintained order and the evolution of legal principles over time. For instance, the ancient Code of Hammurabi, one of the earliest documented legal codes, introduced the idea of retributive justice, encapsulated in the notion of Hamah. Societies maintained order and the evolution of legal principles over time. For instance, the ancient Code of Hammurabi, one of the earliest documented legal codes, introduced the idea of retributive justice, encapsulated in the notion of Hamah. An eye for an eye. This principle influenced many subsequent legal systems, highlighting the enduring legacy of ancient legal thought. In medieval Europe, trial by ordeal was a notable method used to determine guilt or innocence. This practice reflected the period's belief in divine intervention, where the outcome of a dangerous test determined a person's fate. Another example is the English common law system, which began developing in the medieval period and laid the groundwork for modern judicial systems in many English-speaking countries. It introduced practices such as trial by jury and established precedents in legal consistency. There are varied opinions on these practices. Some historians admire the adaptability and practicality of ancient and medieval laws, noting how they reflected contemporary societal values. Others criticize their often harsh and arbitrary nature, pointing to the severe punishments and lack of individual rights. Challenges in this area include the difficulty of objectively understanding historical justice systems due to biases in recorded history, and the potential for romanticizing or condemning past practices without considering their historical context. Alternative viewpoints argue that while some ancient and medieval practices appear brutal by modern standards, they were appropriate given the societal needs and limitations of their time. The study of ancient and medieval crime practices influences other aspects of crime history by providing a lens through which to view the transformation of legal systems and societal norms. This historical perspective helps in appreciating the complexities of modern legal issues and the continuous evolution of justice systems to meet new societal challenges. By examining these early practices, we gain valuable insights into the human pursuit of justice and order, which remains as relevant today as ever. The development of legal systems is a pivotal concept in the study of crime history, as it delineates the evolution of formal mechanisms governing societal behavior and addressing transgressions. Legal systems, at their core, are structured frameworks comprising laws, regulations, institutions, and cultural practices that collectively administer justice. These systems are designed to maintain order, resolve disputes, protect rights, and deter criminal activities through established rules and consequences. The significance of developing legal systems in the context of crime history cannot be overstated. They are foundational in understanding how societies have attempted to regulate behavior and administer justice over time. Legal systems reflect the cultural, moral, and philosophical values of their respective societies, influencing how crimes are defined, perceived, and addressed. Historically, the Code of Hammurabi and Roman law are key examples that illustrate the development of legal systems. The Code of Hammurabi, established in ancient Mesopotamia around 1754 BC, was one of the earliest sets of written laws, providing a framework for justice that influenced subsequent legal systems. Roman law, with its comprehensive legal codes and principles, laid the groundwork for many modern legal systems, emphasizing the importance of codification and the rule of law. These historical precedents highlight the gradual sophistication and systemic nature of legal frameworks. Supporters of robust legal systems argue that they are essential for ensuring justice, protecting human rights, and maintaining social order. They contend that legal systems provide a predictable and standard. Historical precedents highlight the gradual sophistication and systemic nature of legal frameworks. Supporters of robust legal systems argue that they are essential for ensuring justice, protecting human rights, and maintaining social order. They contend that legal systems provide a predictable and standardized approach to justice, which is crucial in an increasingly complex and interconnected world. However, the development of legal systems is not without challenges and controversies. Legal systems can be rigid and slow to adapt to social changes, which can result in injustices or outdated laws. Additionally, there is often debate over the balance between punitive and rehabilitative measures within a legal framework, with opinions varying on the most effective approach to reducing crime. The development of legal systems is intricately connected to other aspects of crime history, such as crime prevention strategies, the evolution of criminology, and the establishment of policing methods. These systems shape societal norms and influence the behavior of individuals and institutions, thereby playing a crucial role in the broader narrative of crime and justice throughout history. Understanding their development offers valuable insights into the way societies have strived to balance individual freedoms with collective security, an endeavor that continues to evolve in the present day. The evolution of criminal investigation techniques represents a fascinating and critical component of crime history, encapsulating the transformation and advancement of methods used to solve crimes over the centuries. At its core, this evolution refers to the development and refinement of techniques, ranging from traditional methods like eyewitness testimonies to modern-day forensic science, that have enhanced the ability of law enforcement agencies to identify, apprehend, and prosecute offenders. This evolution is crucial because it illustrates the dynamic nature of crime solving, showcasing how technological advancements and scientific discoveries have fundamentally altered the ways in which crimes are investigated. One significant example of this evolution is the introduction of fingerprint analysis in the early 20th century. Before this innovation, investigators relied heavily on witness statements and confessions. The ability to match prints found at a crime scene with those in a database revolutionized the field, offering a reliable method of placing a suspect at the scene. Another pivotal advancement is DNA profiling, which emerged in the latter part of the 20th century. This technique allows investigators to identify suspects with unprecedented accuracy, even in cases that had gone cold for decades. These advances have not only increased the success rate of solving crimes, but have also helped exonerate innocent individuals through the re-examination of past cases. Proponents of advanced investigation techniques argue that they provide a more objective, scientific basis for solving crimes, reducing reliance on potentially flawed human memory. However, these techniques are not without challenges. The introduction of new technologies often comes with ethical and privacy concerns. For instance, the collection and storage of genetic information raise significant debates about individuals' privacy rights and the potential misuse of such data. There are also concerns about the accessibility of cutting-edge technologies across different jurisdictions, potentially creating disparities in the effectiveness of criminal investigations. Furthermore, this evolution influences other aspects of crime history by shaping law enforcement training, policy development, and legislative changes. The integration of new investigative